All right. Hello, lovely people. This should be episode 20.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Six.
Really?
Does that not seem right?
No, it doesn't. Hang on. You just posted episode. Oh, wow. 26? I thought we were on like 22 or 3.
Oh, you thought it was okay. Yeah, we've been grinding 26.
Oh, God. People are just going to get the wrong idea. We're being accused of being lesbian lovers, but we're cousins and we're not lesbians. We're not grinding. We've been working hard.
She said, quote, there's no way scissoring's that good. You ever sat in a seesaw? And I don't.
No, I have not.
Lesbians let us know. No, I'm kidding. That sounds so wrong.
Up to a great start. Oh, my mom told Grandma we were working second shift the other night.
So she knows I lied straight to her face.
She knows. I think it was obvious though, because she was on to you. She's like, when was that? Have you been there since Easter? When did you do that? What were you doing there?
What'd she say? Was she
My parents have a greenhouse. And so my mom and I were working and gossiping. And I said, Addie, we're gossiping. Come on over. She showed up immediately.
I was there in 10 minutes. I was like, what's going on? Fill me in. Because normally it's like they talk and then they fill me in. But we just cut the corners. So we worked a second shift.
I don't even know what time I got there. I got there at like 5:30, I think. I was waiting for my mom. And I don't think we were done till like almost 10.
Because I was with your mom, yeah.
I think we were done at like 9:30 or 10.
Maybe it was 10.
So we were just working late, talking shit.
Planting melons and talking shit.
You sound so redneck.
Planting melons and talking shit. So.
Anyways, our grandma is 83 and currently has a lot of just health issues going on. But she was getting company that day from a couple hours away, and so she was home instead of at the greenhouse where she likes to be. She had an important visitor, so she was home. And my mom was getting ready to leave. She was there visiting as well. And my grandma was like, can we go work till dark? And my mom's like, no, Mom, stay home. You need a rest. And so we were trying to hide the fact that we were working without her because that's the things that bother her. Heaven forbid anybody works without her.
Yeah.
The 83-year-old is like the most ambitious one.
And then I think the next day, me and Leash had to take her to an appointment. And so we're sitting in her house, and me not thinking, I'm trying to start a conversation that my grandma I know would talk back.
My mom immediately that night, the night before when we were leaving, she's like, don't tell Mom, our grandma. Don't tell Mom. She'll be upset. See Adeline that morning, one of the first things she says to Grandma, I went and worked at the greenhouse. Grandma goes, when? She said, when was it, Leash? A few days ago? Don't tie me up into this.
You were with me though, so it was your fault too. Well,
as soon as you said it, I was like, ugh.
I know, I knew. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, shit. I was just like, I know that our grandma's not talkative all the time. She will talk, but like certain things ignite her passion, and one of those is the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I planted seeds the other day because that's her shit. And I was like, oh.
Immediately she was on to you. She's like, they're lying. Because later we were talking about how I cut my dad's hair. His hair got kind of long and I cut it and then he trimmed his beard so he looks so different. And my grandma was saying, have you seen Mike since Easter? And she's like, yeah. She's like, when? What day? Why were you there? What were you doing?
I was like, oh, well.
She was really digging. She was prying.
I know.
She knew.
What can I do?
But she needs to rest.
I know. So, let's intro this podcast before we go any further.
Okay, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Addie.
You're listening to Too Close Podcast.
Let's dive into it. So
Too Unwell is this segment.
Too Unwell is a new segment for us. Our grandmother is farmer strong. She's 83 years old, but in the summer, midsummer, she's working 6 hours a day planting her garden. And when you think a garden, you think what?
They're not raised beds.
It's 9x9 raised bed. This is an acre of tilled land with a tractor that she plants the entire thing full. Like an acre.
By hand.
Think of a baseball field, but it's just long. Anyway, she does this entire thing by we obviously help her. We're not gonna ditch her, but she does a lot of the work by herself. And so, as of Christmas, she got this weird like tickle in her throat, and nobody was really concerned about it. And then she started going downhill. So, us knowing her, we know that she is so stubborn. So we were like, Graham, I think we should go to the hospital.
Mind you, she's been sick 3
Mhm.
months about.
At this point, we were like, she's never gonna admit to herself that she needs to go. So me and Alicia were,
She was willing though. That was the
yeah.
scariest part. She's like,
So
"Okay."
I live right next to her, so I had to go home first. Alicia had to get her kids around and get everything ready to go. And so I went down to her house and I said, Graham, I think it's time that we go to the doctor's. And she said, okay, where are we going? And I was like, oh gosh, because normally she'd be like, I'm not going to no doctor,
Mhm.
you know? So she was like, where are we going? So then we were concerned. Anyway, we get her load in the car,
I pick up the gang.
pick up the squad. The hospital squad is me, Alicia, and Graham. And we're driving to the hospital, and she, in the car.
I said, "Graham, what do you want to listen to? What kind of music you like?" She goes, "I want to listen to you too."
So immediately,
Immediately.
we
We never
start up
shut
with our
up.
favorite topic. We're like, how about this person? So she just is listening the whole time. We're like, Graham, what do you think?
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me? Yes, Graham, we're looking right at you. It's, hey, Graham, how do you feel about this? So she was unwell. So he took her to the hospital at around 5:30. We probably got
I think we
there.
got there around 5:30. Yeah.
And we get her right into like a triage
Triage.
room.
Mhm.
And the first nurse we have is amazing. And
So down to earth and like
yeah,
sweet.
the student that was also in our room, amazing. But
We had a physician assistant student who she's talking about was amazing, but the actual physician assistant was a bitch.
she was a bitch.
So bad. To the point where I pulled the nurse aside and I said, "Is she usually like this to people? She is being, pardon my French, but she is being a bitch to our grandma who's 83." So our grandma, before we left for the hospital, had us write this list of all her ailments so that we would remember. We didn't end up really needing it, but so we remember like this, and this. It was about a full page long
Well,
of just stuff that's been going on.
yeah, she's having issues, like random issues that aren't related, but she didn't want to miss anything. So we're like, let's just write everything down while you're feeling good and we're
Mhm.
not stuck in a hospital. So we did that.
This doctor walks in. She's like, "Why are you here?" Okay, she's young. She's probably around my age, maybe 30s. I did not like the vibes immediately. She walks in, sits down, looks at my grandma. She goes, "So why are you here?" Our grandma, who is tired and sick to the point of going to the hospital, goes, "Speak," and like pointed to us. And the doctor was so rude. She's like, "I want to hear it from you." And so my grandma was just like sitting there, unsure what to say. So I said, "Well, she had us write this list." I go to hand her the list, and she goes, "She can read it," to our grandma.
And meanwhile, our grandma's sitting there like this. She does not feel good. We
Mhm.
dragged her an hour away to the hospital, and she wanted us to advocate for her because her list is so long. It's 20 things that she has to remember all of them to get the correct like diagnosis plan, whatever.
Mhm.
And it was just so rude. And then we had said, we think it could be like long lasting COVID. So you get COVID and then it just takes a long time for the effects to wear off. Her camera just got so bright, like lost focus. Anyway, um we said she said her mom thinks it could be long COVID. And the doctor goes, "Why do you think that?"
She said it in that tone. The tone we are doing is how she was speaking to our 83-year-old grandma.
I'm not even being dramatic. Like
I
a lot of
know.
people are like have that snobby when they're talking. That's genuinely how she spoke to our grandmother.
Also, she went to her primary doctor who did nothing for her, like a couple weeks before. And she said, "Well, what'd she do for you?" And immediately we're like, "Nothing really."
She's get our okay. Our grandma was declining rapidly in her health. And her primary care doctor scheduled an appointment for more than a month away. And I genuinely don't think if we didn't take our grandmother, she would not have made it that month.
Mm-mm. Not with all the stuff she had going on now.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that
think
was
so.
like the first actual doctor that we spoke to getting into the hospital. And she had asked, she said, asked, is she normally like this? And the nurse said, no, but it's okay. You'll only have to deal with her once. Because we
No,
were,
she said, yes, she is normally like
she
this, but
said, yeah, yeah.
you only have to deal with her in triage.
So we were like, okay, that won't be a problem. Like, it would.
I was going to ask for a new doctor or to talk to someone else because she was not listening to our grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like invalidating everything she did say. And
It
she
was like if
just,
you had your own opinion about what it could be, she was offended that you had an opinion. And
Mhm.
it's like that's all you can do when you're sick is maybe think it's this, think it's
And your
this.
family's job, and your job, in my eyes, I go to advocate. I'm not just going to keep her company. I'm going to advocate for her because she's older. She doesn't have a fantastic memory. She is the type, she's old school. She's not going to speak up if she disagrees. I will. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But she just won't. And so she needs people there to advocate for her. And this lady was literally not allowing it. And we were not being rude, nothing. We were just trying to advocate. It was
Mm-hmm.
so frustrating because that's how it started off in triage.
Yeah.
Everyone besides this one doctor was phenomenal.
For our entire time there,
Mhm.
even our recent thing has been great. So we
Mhm.
don't really have any complaints other than this woman, and we've heard that nobody likes
Everyone
her.
hates
So
working with her. A lot of
they say
sick people have to deal with her and complain about
they
her.
say if you say anything to her about her attitude, she gets worse.
Mhm.
So she's just
To
not the
me, you
vibe.
do not deserve to be a doctor if that's how
Mhm.
you act. You make people uncomfortable to the point where they're afraid to advocate for themselves.
Somebody is coming into the ER. You
Mhm.
know that they're in a stressful situation if they're coming into the ER.
Mhm.
So that was
Truly, though, a
interesting.
doctor like that would not survive their own practice, though. No one would go to them. So, like, they have to stick her in the ER, I'm sure.
True. So then she gets to her own little ER room. It's just her and us.
Mhm.
And what's the first? We're just kind of waiting around, waiting, and then she gets more doctors in, and our grandmother has a list of, I would say, about 20 symptoms:
Mhm.
lungs, head, brain, breathing,
Heart,
heart, her
bladder, bowel,
ankles.
everything.
So she's falling apart. And every time she talks to a new doctor, she has a new symptom that we have not even heard yet. So our grandma, like we had said, does never wants to go to the hospital ever.
And she also doesn't want her family to worry about her. So she hides a lot.
Know that she's sick, so she hides things.
Mhm.
And the reason that made us go to the hospital was she had told me, it feels like my heart's not gonna work anymore. So I was like, I rang the alarm bells. I'm driving to all my
She
family.
texts me that morning. She goes, Grandma just said she feels like your heart won't go anywhere. I said, I can take her to the ER if she'll go.
Yeah,
And then we conspired to haul her to the ER.
shipped her off. Anyway, so every time she's talking to a new doctor, she has a new symptom. Our favorite one was my
My
pinky's
pinky's been
been
numb
numb
for
for
3
3 days.
days.
And have you guys ever seen that clip of Michael Jackson? And he goes, my
My
shoulder
shoulder is
is dislocated
dislocated,
literally.
literally.
I can't move it at all. It sounded exactly like
My
that
pinky's been numb for
for
3
3 days. And
days.
so we're trying to keep her spirits high. We know we're probably going to be in for a long-ish night. We didn't know how long until the end, but
Spoiler alert, we got there at 5:30 p.m. and we left her checked into a hospital at 3:30 a.m.
mhm.
By the time she got
And we
home.
had an hour drive home, so it was a rough day for us, but
Or no, we left at 2:30, got home at 3:30.
mhm. But my pinky's been numb for 3 days.
A doctor asked her, she is so funny. A doctor said, "Do you have any fever or chills?" She goes, "No. But one night I woke up and my house felt like it was 200 degrees." We're like,
I go, Graham, have you ever had a fever before? That's normally what it feels like. And she goes, no, this wasn't a fever. I said,
I
well,
know.
was your house 200 degrees? Because I don't think it was.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't a fever. I'm like, well, was your house a million degrees? So that was a new one that she said. And then there was one other thing that I can't remember.
I think I
Oh, this wasn't to the doctors, but to us. A doctor comes in about 30 minutes. So in between those 30 minutes, we're all joking around, trying to keep her talking, moving,
keep
see
it
how she's
light.
feeling, while she's getting fluid, she's doing all this thing, her blood pressure's on, whatever. And she goes, you guys want to hear a funny story that's not actually funny?
We're just like, oh
And I'm like,
God.
meanwhile, we know our grandmother lives alone and is sick. I'm like, we're not going to tell you no because we need to hear what this story is. So she goes, Her house is she's a big house.
A big old farmhouse.
Big old farmhouse, and it's shaped like a circle.
Yeah, it
So
goes in a loop.
Kitchen, living room, sunroom, bathroom, sewing room, dining room. It's a big circle. I know that's kind of hard to picture, but in her house, she had told us a story about she was in her kitchen and had to go to the bathroom. This was at nighttime, and she said, "You guys had just taken my Christmas tree down, so I had no lights." So she proceeds to be in the kitchen,
Shuts the light off.
shuts the lights off, and tries to find her way around half of her house in the pitch black. Pitch black. We're in the middle of the country. There's no lights anywhere. So, and she goes, and I ended up by the end of the little red bed. And the little red bed in my grandmother's house is right next to the kids' toy box, which is always covered in toys and books and the kids' stuff that the grandkids come and play with every single time they're there.
And if the doorway's here, the bed is like off to the side. So she was very off.
She veered to the left and got lost in her house in the dark.
I don't know how she didn't fall, thank God, but
so she's also has said, "I'm dizzy, I can't walk, I'm this, I'm that," and she's like, "You want to hear a funny story?" No, I don't want to hear a funny story.
I said, "Why didn't you have any lights?" She goes, "Well, I walked past the lights."
She walked past her kitchen lights, her living room lights, her sunroom lights, the next room lights. She just felt
the
like
sick game she was playing that night.
She was trying to break a hip, basically. So that's like the basis of what happened in the ER. Nothing really, just some funny. Our grandma is funny. She doesn't think that she's funny, but we laughed the entire time there. I'm walking around the ER, dancing around, trying to keep her entertained.
She's so funny.
She is. She told her nurse, her main nurse, that she stunk. And she just sometimes stuff just flies out.
And she goes, "Sorry, I'm not with it. I'm not with it."
And we're like, Graham. Her nurse did not stink. We loved her. She was very kind.
She has been with it.
She's with it. Also,
there was this male nurse who I was talking to him because I'm like, they are saying they're going to send her home, and I think she needs to stay. Like, monitor her for at least a night, keep her. Please figure out if she can stay. Maybe do some physical therapy tomorrow. Like, the fact that she's willing to be here, this is not like her. Please don't just send her home.
Because our thought with that is she is 83, but she is not like a normal 83-year-old. She's a strong woman. So her not wanting, but her being willing to come, we're concerned.
And this nurse was so nice. He's like, "Yeah, you have grounds to advocate for her. So, like, ask the doctor. One, why do we have to advocate and beg them to keep her, basically? But two, the nurse was like, not to talk over you, Janice, but does she have dementia?" We're like, no, she's mentally fine.
This is after he asked her 40 questions. Do you live alone? What are your symptoms? This, that, and it's because he walked in and said, "Who are these lovely ladies with you?" And she said, "I don't know their names."
Well, we have like Adeline, Alicia, Elena, Olivia. We have like a lot of her grandkids are
A names and J names are like very popular in our family. So if she's talking to a boy, she's like Jesse, Jim,
Josh.
Yeah, and so
usually she'll say girl.
You girl. So she was like, "I don't know their names," because she's been asked the same questions 40 different times by nurses, students, doctors, like housing people, everything. So she's just tired. And this is probably when the male nurse came in, it was probably around,
it was at least probably
11
midnight, maybe.
Midnight, yeah. So she's tired. We get it. And she's like, "I don't know their names." Not to speak over her, but does she have dementia?
Right in front of her.
That's her rude.
We're like, no, she's mentally fine. She's physically falling apart. Yeah. Oh, and also the other doctor. Do you live alone? Yes. Do you cook for yourself? Yes. Lies. Do you clean? No. Oh, so you live in filth? Yes.
Our grandma is a professional hoarder. You offer her something, "I'll take that. I'll give it to somebody." She never gives anything to everybody. It just stays in her house. So
hoarding genes run deep.
They do. It's a real problem.
She grew up without money, so she's just
we
naturally.
get it. We would never hate on her, and she gives us a lot of good stuff. No complaints. But we just thought that was funny. Do you live in filth? Yeah. It's like so me and Lisa are like, they're gonna take our grandma away. They're gonna call GPS, Grandma Protective Services, and take her away.
I know.
So
scraps.
That's the okay.
She
Well,
gets admitted. We go clean her house and stock her fridge with food.
pretty much. Well, let's go back.
With help from other
While
people.
we're in the ER, she decides she's going to stay at the hospital at what, 8:30?
I think it was 9:30. Maybe 9.
Oh, I thought it was 8.
I don't know. Somewhere between 8 and 9 some.
She does not get her bed until 2:30. And we, as soon as we got her bed, we left because we were like, we want to make sure she's in her actual bed to stay the night.
She kept saying, like, I want to send these girls home. They don't need to, it's late. And we're
Mhm.
like, we're not leaving till we know you're like tucked in.
But also, we're already there. What's another hour if you're gonna get your bed? For us, it's like, whatever. So that was a little interesting. They were like, we're cleaning your bed. About 1 a.m.
Where's
rolls
this going?
1 a.m. rolls around. Our nurse is standing in our doorway talking to grandma. And another nurse comes and whispers in her ear and says,
Not whispers, but
whispers loud enough so us in the room can hear her.
mm-hmm.
The guy next door has scabies.
I think it was either another nurse or an aide. And I didn't hear it, but the nurse just like paused.
She goes,
Anyway.
and I'm like, I would have that same reaction too if I learned that I had to take care of somebody with scabies. So our nurse is in like a full rain suit. Like, I don't know what it's called.
A
A
gown.
full gown to head to toe because you can't touch them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting. I guess
yeah.
that's kind of it for what happened that day. So the next day, me and Leisha get around and clean our grandma's house.
And your mom.
And my mom
Mhm.
later. Yeah, she came over and we, in the hospital.
And your dad was the real deal for bringing her bedroom downstairs.
That's
We
what I was gonna
finally
say.
convinced her.
In the hospital, we'd say, we're both sitting right here. She's in her little ER bed. We said, Graham, can we please move your bed downstairs? Her.
We asked her the whole
We're
time.
like, Graham. And she's like, were you talking to me? You don't have dementia. You can't fake to us that you had dementia. Were you talking to me? You're the only other person in the room. Yes, we are talking to
It was
you.
not what she wanted to talk about, but we were so scared with everything going on, she has just gotten so weak and like off balance, and she treks up her stairs at like 2 a.m. when she finally goes to bed.
Yeah,
And
she
it was
has to
just
go
like
up
an accident waiting to happen
She has to go up a full flight of stairs.
in
And
an old farmhouse.
she has a room downstairs that we could easily have put her bed in. And
That your dad could have easily put her bed in.
yeah, that my dad.
Our dad. We're cousins.
Our dad. So we did that, and everybody's been bringing her meals since she got home. It was pretty great
Get your own dad.
to get your own dad. But we were just a little bit disappointed because at the hospital, everybody's like, she can go home. She can go home. It's up to her if she wants to stay. Meanwhile, me and Alicia are like, you're staying the night.
I'm like,
You're not leaving
please,
this
please,
deal."
please agree to stay, please, so they can monitor you. And why do you want to go home at 2 a.m. when you live alone anyway and you don't feel good? Please agree to stay.
And then she was
We
like,
finally
she was
convinced
like,
her.
you promised to come get me tomorrow. We're like, we're not gonna leave you.
She
at the
kept
hospital."
saying, "Don't forget to come get
Don't
me."
forget me.
Meanwhile, fast forward next day, she has more health issues, can't come home. So we're like, sorry about that.
She is just funny.
She stayed 2 nights.
She did stay 2 nights. I don't know how much of this will keep. I don't think it's bad to.
She just has a lot of health problems, more extensive than we could have imagined,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's where she needed to be.
Well, yeah, the doctors were pushing it off, and then they ended up draining a lot of fluid from her that we didn't know was there. They kind of brushed it off. They were like, she had a little bit of fluid, but they drained a liter and a
Needed a
half.
chest tube to drain a liter and a half, you know. It's
But
fine.
she is back on her feet, back working at the greenhouse, so we're not worried. We're not too worried.
She's only stressed with everything going on. She's only stressed about working at the greenhouse. That's where she wants to be. That's what she lives for. That's what she enjoys. That's where she feels needed and where she feels called. And she's just happy to be back.
And we love that for her. Because it gets her up and moving, and then also with people.
Better than laying on her couch all day. Like,
And
Just
at the greenhouse, she's with people more than she is at her house. Like, obviously, we all check on her. She's never alone for more than 12 hours. Like, somebody always checks on her.
mhm,
But at the greenhouse, she's there working, talking, hanging out.
mhm. I think it's good for her, and it
Oh,
and
of
it
course.
helps, I think, the family feel good to have kinda tabs on her.
Of course, yeah. So, me and Leisha will keep on going to we went to an appointment. We're just gonna try to keep up with her health, keep her going. She's 83, but we're gonna keep her trekking along. We need she's the employee of the month every month, so.
For the last 20 years.
The last 20 years. I've never won it. I get beat out by my grandma every time. So we're just gonna keep going to appointments to keep her healthy and strong. And we
Mhm.
went to her recent appointment, and everybody is great there. Amazing, so kind. But our grandma is number one, hard of hearing, and
She
second of
cannot
all,
go alone.
she cannot go to the hospital alone. So we get up to her room where she has to be in. Her nurse is the
The
strangest.
clinical assistant. I don't think she was a
Oh,
nurse.
the clinical assistant is the strangest person I've ever seen in a hospital.
Janice, you're probably gonna have to take your shoes off next time. What? You're probably gonna have to take your shoes off for an accurate weight next time. I'm not even exaggerating.
It
She had
was
the personality of a tree stump.
like me and Leisha are sitting and just watching it, and I'm like,
She leaves, and our grandma goes, I don't think she was real. I think she was a robot.
so hilarious. Cut to as we're wheeling Grandma out of the appointment. The nurse walks by Grandma's wheelchair and she goes, robot, robot, robot. It's like, stop! You're gonna get us kicked out. Robot, robot, robot. She's
She's so
just kicked
funny.
out of the hospital.
And then she said her doctor's her next boyfriend. She's been a widow since 1997 or 8? 1998, I think. I don't know. I was only like 4 or 5.
I wasn't alive, so.
So she says this is going to be her new man.
And our grandmother's doctor, as of right now, has a very strong accent and also wears a mask. So it's like times two of just confusion for her.
POV, me answering all her medical questions.
They're like, so is this right? Yeah, that sounds good. And is this right?
Grandma, tell him about your diabetes. Grandma, tell him you've been dizzy all day. Grandma, have I ever had this? Grandma, yes.
We're
Have you
just
ever had a blood clot? What? Have you ever had a blood clot? What? Have you ever had? I don't think she's had a blood clot.
we're like screaming to her and a blood clot. CLOT. I'm like, oh my gosh. She was just so confused by this man's accent. He's an amazing doctor. We like him a lot.
Mm-hmm. I
But it was
really, really like
interesting.
him.
And we loved her. What is it? A hematologist? The one who
Oncologist.
oncologist,
Yeah.
the person
Hematology
who drew her
oncology.
blood. She was
Oh,
amazing.
no. That's not. The doctor was the hematologist oncologist.
But the person who drew her blood was amazing, lovely. Everybody at the hospital is pretty great. We just had two pretty interesting in different ways. And her taking the nurse, or what is she, a
Clinical assistant.
clinical assistant, taking her blood pressure cuff off.
I could not think of the word. A person that draws blood is a phlebotomist. I'm like, I knew
Phlebotomist.
that. I
I knew it
just
was
couldn't think
something.
of it. I know that was painfully slow. I wanted to be like, do you want me to check that? I can take a blood pressure. Do you want me to get
Our
that?
grandma is like moving in her chair faster
In
than
a
the nurse is
wheelchair.
moving.
Like she's like,
She's like, "Do you want me to
how do you
move
want
my
me?
arm?"
How do you want me to move? And she's like, you're good. Have you ever seen Zootopia where the sloth is like, hi.
Flash, flash, 100-yard dash. Robot, robot, robot. I was like, she's gonna get us canceled.
Oh
So,
well. You're not out there embarrassing me, are you?
yeah.
Likely.
But our grandma, she's just funny, and we pick on her, keep her young, keep her.
I feel like our whole family just bonds over how much we treasure our grandma. We just all love her to death.
She's the greatest.
Mhm.
Your guys are gonna meet her someday.
When she's feeling a little better.
When the greenhouse sees, we're trying to schedule future appointments for her just to keep up with stuff, and She's like, can we push this back till June, which is after the greenhouse closes? We're like, no, not allowed. Because if it was her, she'd be like, nah, nah.
What are 4 or 5 major health issues, anyways? I
Right,
have a job to do.
right. So on the way home, we were asking her, just like, I'm just worried about the greenhouse.
I know.
We're like, Graham!
I said, quote unquote, I said, so how are you feeling after your appointment? Just concerned about the greenhouse. I'm just such a burden and slowing them down.
I'm like, that's actually not the question that we asked.
How do you feel about that?
That's like the type of person she is. She cares 10 times more about other
She,
people than herself.
she said, I'm just stressed that you guys are worried about me. I'm like, Grandma, heaven forbid we care about you. Like,
Yeah, it's a normal thing to do.
mm-hmm.
Just like she cares about all of us, just we're able to help her in a different way than she can help us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a great
We
lady.
call ourselves her care team.
Her care team.
We love her. The squad, the care squad.
Also, after we leave her appointment, the second appointment that we had together, I wheel her out and we're waiting for Lee to just swing and pick her up in her car. And there is a spider that's like this, like the size of like a quarter. Like not a big spider, but like one that you don't want on you. And it's hanging from a ceiling. And Graham goes like this and bats it away, and it comes back to her face, and she's like, "Oh!" And so I'm like driving her like backwards in this wheelchair, and there's more wheelchairs like crashing into people because the spider's like swinging at her face. She goes, "Sir, sir, hey, sir!" she's
The
like,
guy out there?
she's like, "You see this spider?" And he's like, "What?" Looking like out in the distance. She's like, "This spider right here." She's like, "Get it for me." And he goes, "Oh," and then, gets
That's
it.
so funny because she's not normally like that.
I don't think she could reach it at that point. When she tried to pull it
When I
down.
was in the like drive up line, I see her going. I'm like, what is she doing? She just kept like waving her arm around, looking confused, and I'm like, what is going on?
She's like, "Are you sure you don't want to stay another night?" We keep joking every time we take her to the hospital. "Sure you don't want to stay?"
Behavior, we're leaving you here.
We've been, hanging out at her house, keeping her company when she's not working and been taking some resting breaks and stuff. And she told my dad, I think it was. We said, "How was it the first time you were there?" Because she had to stay. And she goes, "The first week and a half I was there, I hardly slept." And I said, "Graham, you were there for less than 48 hours." She's telling everybody
The
she was
drama.
there for
Like
3
3 weeks.
Because she wasn't even there for 3 days. Ugh, the first week and a half I was there, I hardly
Wait till the
slept.
prayer chain hears about that.
I know.
They're gonna think she was there for 3 weeks.
Also, our little town is so cute. Our grandma goes to the hospital and everybody's like, "Call the church, add her to the prayer train."
Your mom and my mom both did.
I'm like, that is so cute. I just love
My
that.
mom got a hold of Janine, and I think yours got a hold of Helen.
Yeah, that everybody is just there for everybody. It's adorable. We love that about our
And I
community.
love that Grandma's children are like, let's text the church. Someone call the church.
If she wanted anybody to know, that's who.
She's added a lot of people to the prayer chain. I've like when I used to go to church with her forever ago, she'd be like,
Yeah.
let's talk to so and so and add this person to the prayer chain.
Yeah,
It's a cute community. It's a very, very, very tiny church. Not many people go.
they're all pretty related, kind of.
The whole town is
Either
related.
her half of the family or our half. So it's interesting, but so the church was alerted. They know.
Alert, alert.
But she's weird. For somebody who didn't want anybody to know she was sick, she's like, "I gotta tell Sue Cole till I was in the hospital." I was like, "Okay."
The whole community knows.
I think she's just a treasured lady.
I know.
People like
And
her.
everyone that comes to the greenhouse knows her because she's always there literally since they opened
She's
it.
the employee of the month every month.
Mm. True.
True. So shout out to our grandma. More interesting appointment stories to come. My pinky's been numb for 3 days.
Shoulder is dislocated, literally.
I can't move it at all. Like in the hospital, it was just pure delusion. We played that game. Everybody's been playing on TikTok, and you count to 10, and then you go one by one and change one of the numbers to a different saying. And we were all changing it to sayings that Graham said in the hospital.
My pinky's been numb for 3 days.
She can read it.
The room felt like it was 200 degrees.
She can read it.
She can read it.
You stink.
So many. The memories. She also like makes rolls for the fire hall every month for their breakfast. Or no, makes sticky buns,
Mhm.
like cinnamon rolls.
She makes rolls too. Rolls. But she's just a great gal.
Amen.
I mean. All right, we'll wrap it up with a fun segment since that whole story is talking about us in the ER with our grandmother. She is alive and well, working her tail off to get the greenhouse open.
What's the fun segment?
I don't know. Oh no, what else do we have to talk about? I went to the movies last night.
What'd you see?
Project Hail Mary.
Oh, how
And
was
I
that?
apologize for in one of our clips and podcasts calling Rocky a robot. He's an alien. And I'm sorry. So yes, Rocky is a alien. I almost called him a robot again. He's an alien. I'm sorry. It was very cute. I loved it. Wish I didn't go see it at 8:30 because it ended at like 11, but
Oh my.
it was really good. I just love Ryan
Did
Gosling.
you go alone?
No, I went with Caden, Ava, and Josh.
Did you get Sweet Frog?
No, because Ava hates me and already got ice cream. Without me, she knew we were going to the movies and got ice cream anyway. Betrayal.
Traitor.
Right through the heart. A knife right through the heart.
Have you tried Crumble and Vestal?
Not yet. I got crumble in Williamsport the other day and it was alright. I get the mini cookies, so I can try like 3 of them.
I looked at the calories in them, and a normal chocolate chip cookie's like 900 calories.
So I'll be eating nothing for the rest of the week.
I'm like, how do they fit that many calories into a single cookie?
I don't know. Like, could it possibly be made out of?
I don't know.
Oil.
Oh. I really want to try them. The other week
We should go.
we were going to go. Josh and I were going to take the kids. And we're like, we have some errands to run. I had to replace my phone when it broke. We're like, if you can get through it, at the end we'll go to a fun place. We pull in the parking lot and the line was so far out the door, like wrapped around the sidewalk. I'm like, ooh, okay, not here.
Did you go somewhere else though?
We got them cake pops at Starbucks.
That's nice. I was gonna say, you better have gotten my kid something.
Don't worry, they wouldn't let me live it down if I didn't.
Yeah, it just opened, so it's pretty new, but I probably will end up going there. I like to look at the menu and see what's on there, because sometimes it's just not very good.
That week they had one I wanted to try. It was like Lucky Charm marshmallow
Oh,
something.
that was the week I went, I
And I'm
think.
like, ooh, I want to try that. And then it said only this week. I'm like, ugh,
Let's look at the crumble menu this week.
oh God. Grandma surprise, we're going to Festival.
Get me a lollipop and not watermelon. It has to be lemon or cherry or raspberry or something. I'm like, okay, picky. Dubai chocolate.
What is the hype with Dubai everything? There's like Dubai strawberries that are like,
Basically just means it's pistachio and chocolate.
okay.
Blueberry muffin cookie, raspberry lemonade cookie, Snickers.
Oh,
I
I'd
would
be the
probably
one.
like that.
Yeah, I'd be the Snickers. I'm not like a fruit and chocolate treat gal. I like them both separate, or I like chocolate covered strawberries. But when it comes to cookie flavors and stuff,
I really like
or ice cream, I don't like fruit ice cream. I'm a chocolate marshmallow ice cream gal. I haven't had it in
that's my grandma's
years.
my grandma's
Hmm.
favorite. My other grandma, yes. She loves it. And they used to have this old shop where in the town that she lives in, like a little Amish shop that had the chocolate marshmallow and you scooped it out, you could like see the marshmallow like
The
it was like
stringiness. Hmm.
like it was like the good one.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I feel like I don't really love chocolate ice cream because it just feels like too much. Like too much chocolate.
Mm,
Like I like
like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie.
yeah, but for ice cream, chocolate ice cream is very chocolatey.
It's rich.
Rich chocolate. I like Oreo, something that's vanilla and chocolate, or like something that's not
Cookies and cream.
cookies and cream. Yeah.
I used to love the
What's the
chunks
one
in
with
there.
the little? They're not Reese's cups, but like the little Reese's cups.
Just like peanut butter chunks. Rocky Road.
Rocky Road, yeah,
Rocky
I like
Road.
that.
That's not my
I'm
favorite.
like basic. I though
What can I say? I'm a basic bitch.
basic bitch. I am a sucker for pineapple Dole Whip. It is so it like it's like
I've never had it,
so. We should go to Sweet Frog.
but the smoothies you like the other day at the cafe, I did not like them. I didn't. It tasted. It was like a slushy,
Yeah,
and I was expecting a smoothie.
like a fruit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, is that what a Dole Whip's like? It's like a slushy?
No, it's like You never had a Dole Whip?
No, I can have dairy. Why would I have a Dole
Have you
Whip?
ever had Italian ice?
No. I don't even
It's
know what
like a
Italian ice is.
it's 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 like
Like a slushy? Dippin' Dots?
Italian ice is closer to a slushy than Dole Whip.
Mm.
I don't know how I would describe it, but it's not a
Is
slushy.
it creamy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
That
basically
was my problem with
it's
this smoothie.
basically like pineapple ice cream.
Okay. Is it like healthier? Is it low sugar? Oh.
It's full sugar,
Oh.
but it doesn't have dairy. So that's why I get it because the town that has frozen yogurt where we go to is like an hour away. So getting a flavor that has dairy, like actual frozen yogurt, I'm like, it's risky business for the ride home. So I always get a non-dairy one, but I love it. I get pineapple Dole Whip with strawberry bubbles and then actual strawberries on top of it, and it's so good. So good.
I'll have to try it someday. I really love chocolate marshmallow ice cream though. There used to be one, I think it was Hershey brand maybe. Josh and I used to love it. We don't even buy ice cream, haven't in years and years. Because if we have it, we're gonna eat it.
Yeah, that's a thing.
So it used to be like you said about the kind your grandma likes, like gooey marshmallow. Like it had the right texture and it
Yeah.
had a lot of marshmallow swirls. So it was just so good.
Oh my gosh, I had one that I never really ever get ice cream, but I got this is just, people are gonna hate this, a fluffer nutter,
I love fluff.
a fluffer nutter ice cream sundae. So it's just vanilla ice cream with fluff and peanut butter.
That sounds
It was
good.
good.
That sounds so good.
It was
Where'd you get that?
Smile Wow.
Really?
Mm.
Recently?
It was last year, yeah.
Oh.
But they would probably
Recently? It was last year, yes.
they close over the winter, but I would
I think
assume
they're
they would
open
have it again. It was so good.
They're opening it. We're gonna have to go. Drive through.
I will take 3 large fluffernutter sundaes. One for each of us and then one to split. Fat, ugly, pathetic girl on the couch. Time for jobs.
There are bigger problems in the world. Why do you
Yeah,
care what
us.
people
We're
wear?
the bigger problems.
Big
We're
problems.
the big problems.
It's fine. Everything's fine. You know, the hate comments just make me laugh, honestly. Because I feel like we are very good at making fun of ourselves. So when other people
Oh,
make fun of us or hate on us, it
my thing is, there's
doesn't matter.
probably nothing you could say to me that I haven't said to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the one that I hate women. I don't ever think that I hate women, but maybe I do.
But something someone says about your appearance or
Appearance, yeah.
something, yeah.
I feel like most people are harsher on themselves than anybody could be to them.
I'm not KK.
She was
You
a
need to
little,
do some self-reflection, girl.
she was a little harsh. A little harsh.
I don't care though, because I just laughed it off.
Yeah.
We know we're good people who just have a podcast that talks pop culture. It's okay. It's okay, people. It's okay if we don't agree on everything.
It is.
People are so offended that we have opinions that they don't agree with. I'm like, damn, that's why it's called an opinion.
All of our opinions are facts, though.
Stop. They're all alleged.
Nope.
Allegedly.
Nope. Everything that we
We're gonna
say.
get sued.
Everything that we say is true.
Fiction, not facts.
True. We're kind of uneducated, honestly.
I think everybody is. Unless you like full-time research everything. How do you know everything?
That's what I would love. That's how I would love to have like guests on that are like very passionate about a certain topic, and then us interviewing them, and them like getting to
Mm-hmm.
share their.
I'm so curious. There's like certain things I'm so curious about. I would love to have on a marriage and family therapist or just like to chat. I'm so interested in that kind of stuff. Also, anything about the government, the CIA, all that stuff. I want to know how it actually works. Like the whole CIA thing just has my mind just
You need to stop
confused.
listening to your dad. He's gonna freak you out.
Oh, he does. Okay, I lack a lot of qualities. Anxiety is not something I'm lacking in, but after I talked to my dad on his tangents, I'm like leveling up. He just is like,
We're building a backyard bunker.
because me, I'm like, okay, I try to just like live my normal life. I know there's a lot of bad in the world, but I know there's also a lot of good. I kind of keep to myself, worry about my own family. And my dad's like, have you thought about this? There's gonna be World War III. It's gonna have to be a bloodbath. I'm like, oh God. Don't say that.
Not me.
He just is always, he's not a doomsday prepper, but he's like a doom and gloom.
He thinks about the worst
Oh,
things in
yeah, yeah.
order to be prepared for the worst
And
things.
it's so weird though, because my dad, if you knew him, you would never, ever, ever, ever think he's like a worrier.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
He does not have a phone. Where is he learning all this?
He's on the YouTube.
Oh, on the
On the
TV?
TV.
Oh,
He shops on there. He YouTubes a lot on there. He is on the YouTube.
he doesn't have a phone. He does everything from a TV. God bless smart TVs, am I right?
He does not have a phone, but he uses and abuses that TV.
Damn.
So much
I was gonna
YouTube.
say, that's not like.
He learns gardening hacks on there. He learns how to make solar stuff on there. He's learned about building stuff, different trees. Sometimes he watches mind-numbingly boring videos of equipment running.
Now you know where your son gets it from.
Meanwhile, my mom's like, "Oh my God." To listen to more of
Your
that.
mom's on her like Instagram reels like I love your mom. Look at this.
I know she's so funny. I have such a good mom. She's so funny. She's someone who, like, if we set her with us, she would just like fit right in. We
Mhm.
just like the three of us working. We were all just.
Yapping.
She's just so easy to talk to.
Yeah,
I feel that way about your mom too. I could just sit and yap with her for hours and hours. Well, you guys have a different relationship than I have with her.
true. She's fun when she's fun. I'm a little bit pissed off at her, but
Right now you are? Why? Cut.
well, we're done with this episode. Okay.
Should we wrap it up then?
Yeah. That is it for today's episode. Prayers up for our
Gigi.
grandma.
We call her Gigi.
You call her Gigi. I have never called her Gigi.
Well, I hear you talking to my kids calling her Gigi, so I thought you also called her Gigi.
She's
She
our
calls her Graham too.
She's our Graham.
But my dad's mom was Graham, and she is dead. So it's weird to call my other grandma Graham.
What do you call her?
I call her Gigi.
But you did not call her Gigi
You know,
until
when I was a kid,
no,
listen,
no, no,
listen.
no,
Yes,
stop.
yes,
You
yes.
did not call her Gigi until the second generation of cousins were
No,
born.
listen to what I'm about to say. When I was growing up, I used to call her Grandma. And it wasn't until I was a teenager that I was like, Mom, why the hell do we call her Grandma? What is Grandma? And she's like, I don't know, you've just said it. Me and
Grandma.
my sister always called her Grandma, like Gromma, Grandma.
So what do you call her in your adult life until you had kids?
Graham, I guess. Gigi. I call her Graham because you and Cole do. And Jesse and Lena.
But Gigi was
As soon as I had my son, who was.
well, Gigi is what I called our great grandma.
Yeah, but now she's triple G because there's another generation. Well, now she's dead, but
Deceased. Rest in peace.
but
Oh.
Stop. We're not laughing at the fact that she's
No,
dead.
no. She was she was alive. Oh God. I'm going to hell.
I mean, if I had to name something nice about her, I couldn't, but we gotta cut that out. Aunt Marion watches our clips.
Does she really? She was alive. She gave birth to our grandfather. Did she? I can't imagine her giving birth.
Did she?
How else did he get here? Yeah, but you know what I mean. Anyway,
I feel like our cutouts, you should leave it out of context, clip it, and put it as a clip just to get views.
So I called
R.I.P.
our great grandmother Gigi, and now your kids call their great grandmother Gigi.
Because that's their great grandma.
It's almost like I
So
just said that.
Vola is their triple G, so we've just called her Gigi.
I was offended that you said that I call her Gigi because
I noticed that.
she's not my Gigi.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Ours are
You know what I love? That
Grandma again.
Linda gets called, her grandkids, Austin and all them call her Hama.
Hama?
Mhm.
Why?
None of them could say it was when Austin was born, he couldn't say grandma. It came out as Hama.
That's cute.
And so she's Hama.
That's cute. What's Gary?
I think it's Pop or something.
Aw, I love Gary and Linda.
I know. They're the best.
I'm so glad that Gigi's still close with her siblings. Our grandma, it is like one of her sisters passed away within the last couple years. But before then, they'd have what they call like play day. And her and her siblings, mostly the three sisters that are local, and then sometimes one of her brothers that's local,
And also
get
their
together.
cousins from their Edna and
would get together and like eat and play cards and just hang out like once every month or couple months.
It was every month. It was normally the last Thursday of every month, and my grandma would make her own iced tea. That was her thing, and then make sticky buns and rolls, and then everybody else would bring a dish to pass.
I thought it was
And they'd
so
sit
cute.
and play dominoes, hand and foot, which are all games, and it's like that's just so adorable.
I know. I already feel like I'm not that close with my sister. We don't hang out and play cards.
Well, you gotta start. Me and my friends have started hanging out and playing cards. I'm like, wow, I'm finally just aging into my personality of a grandmother. That's what I did. That my friends are like,
You are like 20 going on 50.
I know. They were like, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" I'm like, "Let's all hang out and play cards. We're gonna sit around and praise the Lord and play some cards. Not gambling, of course, because that is a sin."
Oh, I love to gamble.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should play poker.
I think it's fun. No, but like no. I'm not talking poker. Like the machines.
So why don't you want to go? I said I would watch your kids.
Because I don't like going. Am I giving mixed messages?
I love to gamble. We should play poker. No, 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 no.
It reminds me of my lot. No, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, no, no. Anyway, we keep going on weird tangents. Pray for our grandma. She's a saint. And that's it for episode 20. I don't even know.
You said 6. Mm-hmm.
That's out.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. Join our Facebook group. Follow along
Like our
wherever
sign.
you want.